on January 16th.
Hello, this is Timothy Bishop, June 20th, 1993. I'm going to go ahead and make another tape while we're still at Mom's house. I told you last week that Mom and Dad were a little bit of a conflict over whether we'll be spending this entire next week, this third week here or not. Well, what did I tell you? I told you what I knew was going to happen because I knew it was going to happen, and it happened. Dad called up. He wants us over there tomorrow. So we're going over there tomorrow. After he gets off of work, he's coming over here and dragging us away. Of course, then again, I don't have much to complain about. I was thinking about it earlier today. I was thinking, well, it won't be so bad to go over there again. Anyway, I hope it rains this weekend since we haven't had a good rainstorm the last 5 weeks. As a matter of fact, I don't remember having any rainstorms longer than a half a day since, like, March, April, something. Well, yeah, then again, in word processing, I was working on my story and started that on April 17th. Now, on that day when I was working on my story, I had a real bad storm, but I wasn't more than half a day either. I can't remember one since then, so it's been off 2 months now since we had a full day of rain. Now it's been getting cloudy. Hopefully it'll rain this next weekend while we're at Dad's house, so he won't be expecting us to boss him around and make his plans for him. Shoot, I should have known. I should have known. There we go, my 4 favorite words. I should have known. Oh well, anyway. So I guess I'll sort of run through yesterday and today. I got a list, so I hope you don't mind this, but anyway, me and Mary yesterday, we watched Goof Troop. Not yesterday, the day before. I thought I was going to be making a tape yesterday. But anyway, we watched Goof Troop, and it was about Max who wanted to buy a video game. He needed a quarter, so. Well, anyway, just recently we went to Six Flags. Just like I said, it didn't rain, and that's okay. It was fun. I hate to admit it. Usually I don't like to admit when somebody else tells me I'm going to enjoy something, and I say I'm not going to, and then my predictions are wrong. Most of the time I don't like to admit it, but this time I'll admit it. It's Six Flags. It was fun. Anyway, we went on the mine train and the log. They changed it to log jamboree. I like log saloon better. You get this picture. You get kind of sound like flames, so it's like scary. Not really that scary, but. So anyway, we went on mine train. Did I already say that? Cyclone wasn't that bad, but I mean, the last time I remember it went down 5 times. This time it went down like 9 times. And it probably did go down more than 5 times last time. I just don't remember. So anyway, we went on the airplanes, the swings, all the I can't even remember what else we went to shoot. We went into the haunted house, all kinds of stuff. We went into that crystal pistol thing and watched the singers again. The one thing about Steve, though, it seems like he thinks his wants mean everything in the world. Whatever he wants goes. He needs to read the 23rd Psalm about 100 times. I'm trying to eradicate that word from my life, want. And, yeah, I guess Mary's talked me into eradicating another one can't. And you can say you can't lift a house with one finger, but what do you want to lift a house with one finger for? And anything that you do that has a purpose, you can do it. I would think. Oh, man, this tape's going to be boring. Oh, well, anyway. Oh, anyway, we got our bunk bed set up, so anyway, that's how we slept 2 nights in it so far, I think. Maybe just 1. Well, anyway, I found a lot of stupid parts on my tapes recently that I haven't known. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. That is cold water right there. See, I got my foot soaking in some cold water. That's what I'm going to do to get rid of these bumps. See, we went to Six Flags. I didn't wear any socks, so boy, my feet got sweatier by the second. By the hour, anyway. Boy, I was dying of thirst when we left, and I thought they just ordered tea. I didn't know that was Diet Coke they had in there, but if I had known that, I would have asked for a drink of it anyway. Anyway, like I was saying, though, I got a bunch of stupid parts on other tapes that I haven't been remembering to tell you about, that I haven't noticed before. I mean, March 28th, or somewhere in there where I said, I brought those other tapes down here. I mean, I'm telling you. I brought those other tapes down here. I mean, why would I care about that? I mean, why would I listen to a tape and want to hear about how you brought those other tapes downstairs? Dang, that's so stupid. I ain't going, especially if I'm listening to that in 10 years, I'm not going to care. June 1st, I was talking about a fish called Wanda, that movie. And then after that I went, well, so anyway, some guy went around, ate the man's fish. You know, it's so stupid, but anyway, some guy. Man. I don't know what I'm saying about abusing credit parts. I just discovered that on October 25th. What's the use of learning something if you're not going to use it? Well, we went to Jacksonville, as I said, last Monday and Tuesday. Of course, we're not going to be here It's Monday. Well, we will be here Monday since he's not coming to get us until like 7:30. I can't complain. One more weekday to be here. Maybe I'll actually get to be tired of it some. See, this Mario painting, this really ticked me off. I started to say the cuss word. I should have. But, well, I'm not saying I should have. And God, I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, I won that battle to resist temptation. But anyway, because I consider it a series of battles. When you're tempted to do something, you resist it. It's like winning a battle. And when you have a lot of temptation, it's like a series of battles. So anyway, but oftentimes I think the battles are kind of stupid. I think, well, a real battle is axes and swords and shields and stuff. Knights on horses, you know. Well, anyway, on the Mario paint tape, I was doing some magic tricks with them erasers. And then at one point, before the eraser had even finished covering the screen, I come up here with this message that says, I like that. And I got this stupid music that goes, it just breaks right out there. It's so stupid. And so what I tried to do was record over it and do a different song. So I did Way Cool. And did a different song. Not only did I not record over the first part of that I like that, but also the thing when it would finish up with Way Cool, it would go right past it, and the whole thing would be static all the way up to the dangerous roller coaster. I missed my picture of the 8-man cart on Super Mario Kart, my picture of Fisherman Bait, the giant shark. My picture of the word cholesterol is drawn really thickly, and it says, can you read this? If not, you may be getting too much of it. All that is just gone now. It just will not show any of that now. So I'm really pissed off. Sorry. I'm really ticked off about that. So anyway, we went to Jacksonville, and we left early Monday morning, and got down there at about 12 o'clock or so. We ate it. Huddle House on the way up there, and in the jukebox we played some 4 songs. Well, we did Rod Stewart, that Have I Told You Lately That I Love You, and some other one, Boot Scootin' Boogie. Anyway, we got down to Jacksonville. We went to Grandma's house, and they had the baby there. They were babysitting. They cooked us a big supper of fried chicken. They had all kinds of good stuff, corn, biscuits. Oh yeah, my grandma's famous macaroni and cheese, the best in the world. Grandma said she sold her house finally, so that's the last time we were going to see that place. I remember the last time we were going to see our house in Nicholson too. I hated that, driving away from that place. Well, anyway, they have to be out by July 30th, so. And they must have sold it to somebody. I figured they made a pretty good deal on it, so I'm not sure where they're going to go now. Well, they said they were going to move up to Kentucky is what they're going to do, so hopefully we'll have somewhat of a shorter drive. I mean, it can't be that far up there. I mean, it couldn't be more than 2 hours out of Georgia. And if you're going to go through North Carolina, it couldn't take more than a half hour to get through that, and then no more than an hour to get through Tennessee, and then through Kentucky might be the hard part. That might be like 2 more hours, I don't know. So what else do we do while we're down there? It's a good thing we didn't go fishing, boy, that would have been a waste of time. We didn't get to do a lot of stuff this time like last time. Once again, it was like Bob and Lisa got to stay down for a week, and we only got to stay down for like 2 days. That's how it was last time. I don't know how we fit all that stuff in 2 days. That's about all we did, I guess. I sat in the kitchen, drew some stupid drawings, we took some pictures, looked through some old ones at the hotel. That's right, at the hotel we went out in the pool. Jennifer was there. Boy, she knows how to talk well now. She can talk just about as well as some of the people in the high school. Okay, you still there? That was kind of aggravating, but I got over it. Let me go back and find these songs. And I might just come up on one without. Well, I know it was before the eraser thing. This thing's going really fast. I did Yoshi's Adventure 2, and this is I kind of joined it with the story of the Slimefoots. Yoshi met the ultimate water hand, and he's digging a hole. And I plan on... Oops, don't fast forward. Well, anyway, I figure I might cook myself something healthy for supper instead of eating Golden Flake dip style potato chips the whole time. So anyway, what else has been happening? See, I keep on thinking this stuff is happening. That's fine with me, though. Well, Christopher and Erica came over again last night, and in front of Christopher, I started playing Zelda. I didn't really think he'd care. But I played all the other games, and as an excuse, I said, well, this is the only one I haven't played yet. 5 hours today. I don't think he really believed me, but anyway. So anyway, I went through that game in front of him. And then when I got to Ganon, or actually when I was in Ganon's tower, Erica came down. Here they go again, trying to do stuff with me. And with Angela, it's like I'm not even there. Well, anyway, they said, Tim, can you come up so we can interview you? So I said, yeah, when I'm done with this. And every single time, I swear, I mean, I went through that 4th floor, the 5th floor, the 6th floor, the 7th floor. Every other room that I went in, she would ask me, is this the guy you gotta fight? Is this the guy you gotta beat? Is this who you're supposed to beat? Is this who you have to fight? You know, every single time I went into the next room. Or another room after that. She would say, is this the guy you gotta fight? You know, 4 guys would pop up there and she would say, is this the guy you gotta fight? Does that look like one guy to you? Or is she really that familiar with Nintendo games that she knows some of them materialize into smaller ones? She's not that smart. That's about the dumbest thing. So anyway, dadgummit, I got to the top. I told her, specifically while I was on the 6th floor, that the guy I gotta fight is not in this tower. And when I got to the top, she said, is that the guy you gotta beat? I knew she was gonna say it. I didn't even bother. And I said it again. I said, he's not in this tower. So I beat him. And then flew away into the pyramid. She asked me again. Of course. I knew I was ready. I'm telling you, with her, you can explain that. If everybody in the world was like her, everybody would have psychic powers. If I was the only person in the world that wasn't like her, I would have the most psychic powers in the world, I swear. Well, anyway, I knew right away that she was going to ask me as soon as that bat came falling into that pyramid, is that the guy you got to fight? Finally, I said yes. So, I went in there, started fighting him, he knocked me off the edge. And then all of a sudden, she just went wild. She would not shut up. She did not leave me at a moment of silence. That blabbermouth was screaming in my face, for crying out loud. She was to the point of knocking me right off my dadgum chair. She was talking so much it made me so mad. She just will not wait for me to beat that game, so. Now I figured, well, I'll just go to the top and fight him again. I couldn't even get to the top of a pyramid. She made me so mad. They even asked me on the interview, they asked me, Tim, are you ever in a bad mood? And I said, yeah. And they said, do you show it? And I said, I try to show it, but nobody ever listens. Well, they went up them stairs, and I went up them stairs and said, well, I guess I better get this God forbid. She walked up the stairs as happy as a hell-and lark. And I'm just sitting there as mad as the devil himself. She doesn't even know that I'm mad, and I'm sitting here cursing right in her face. She doesn't even know that I'm mad. It's no wonder. I say it right in front of them that when I'm in a bad mood, I try to show it, and nobody ever listens. And I sit there cussing right in front of her face, trying to get her to know that I'm mad about this. So at least maybe she'll let me go in there and beat him instead of being in such a bad mood. Well, she didn't care. Just let me right up there as happy as a poop. Finally got me in the daggone room, and then when I got in the room, then they started talking to each other on the interview. I knew they didn't have anything on that tape yet. I was trying to tell her, why don't you go and do the first part of your tape and then interview me? It's not like when you turn on the tape, the first person that you're going to speak to is me. And it's not like when you turn on the tape, you're going to say, hello, let's interview Tim. You know, I mean, you got to introduce yourselves, you got to talk to each other a little bit. That's no kind of tape where you say, interview people. Dadgummit all. I could have. I mean, when they got in there, they started talking to each other. I said I could have beat Ganon by now. They didn't hear me. Of course, they didn't hear me. Anyway, they finally interviewed me. They said it would only take 3 minutes. They sat up there for 15 minutes because they didn't know how to make a tape. They kept messing up, starting over. Like this is something they're trying to send into some contest or something. So finally, when they were finally happy with their tape, they finally let me go. By that time, the grown-ups had gotten Christopher off of it, turned it off. Dennis was already telling them to get your shoes on or fixing to leave. I could even hear that on that tape in the middle of an interview they did back last week on June 12th. That made me so mad that it ticked me off. So anyway, Christopher brought his Game Boy, and I would turn it on. I mean, even last week the batteries were worn out, so it wasn't working. And I was playing Wario Cast, and all of a sudden it would disappear. Well, this time I would turn it on, the word Nintendo would come down. And after that, the whole screen would go blank, and it wouldn't even show the title screen. I sat there messing with that thing for 5 minutes. That thing would not. I mean, I couldn't get that thing to show the title screen, so I sort of slipped it out of my hands, and I don't think he noticed. So anyway, we'll just wait for him to try, huh? Well, what happened today? Anyway, we got up this morning, and I helped Mom and Steve put together some pig in the blankets. Did my Father's Day card. I did Blessed Be, that gospel song. I was trying to find one to do on the Mario paint. So anyway, I did that. Mom liked it. Needless to say. Of course, she likes everything I do. Dadgummit. What is with my throat? See, my tongue's dry enough that it'll... Plus, I got chips up there, so it tickles. All those tapes are dangerously, though. Dang, that tape's gonna be boring. Dadgummit. Should watch Smart Ball or something. See, I wanted to rent Hudson's Adventure Island. I remember when I was the coach for stage selected in Jacksonville.